Welcome into the post-game CHGO Bulls, brought to you by DRAFTKINGS, where a $5 bet will get you 150 in free bets. I am Big Dave. That is that man, Kyle. Let me do that to you. So you got like a little wood on you right there. All right, all right. You been cleaning? What you been doing, man? You got to do some stuff before you came over? Jack of all trades? Oh, okay. Jack of all trades?
Yeah, I was going to say our office like sheds.
Oh, is that what it is?
The thing, yeah.
Okay, all right. And over here to the right, you already know him, the man, the myth, the legend himself, the Carm.
I mean, honestly, thank you for having me in, and
Yes.
what a night to be here.
What a night to be here, sir. It looked like the Bulls were going down the normal path of giving it up in the fourth quarter. Heartbreak again in Atlanta, having to watch A.J. Griffin come out and hit 3 threes and start talking shit and looking like it was going that way. DeJounte Murray, Bogdanovic, Trae Young, refs, all that stuff was against the Bulls. Zach Lavine, DeMar DeRozan, Vooch brought it together, and then Ayo Dosunmu with that game winner, Kyle.
That was a clutch putback by Ayo.
Yes.
That was a clutch, and they needed that.
Very much so.
DeMar shot a tough shot that, he could hit, but then Ayo, right place, right time, hauled it to get in for that rebound.
We got to give him love, though. I mean, he darted in from the extended left wing, got himself in position. Ball gets fumbled right to him. No hesitation, gets it up on the glass. Dude's been scuffling.
Yeah.
That is a big moment for Ayo right now. Our guy Ayo, and I was on the Bears.
Tell him, Carm. Tell him.
We got the diehard Bears chat going on right now. So I was
shout out those guys.
Shout out to Will DeWitt. Shout out to Nicholas Moriano. Adam Hogue's hanging out in there. Papa Hogue's in there. So I left you guys about 7 minutes in the fourth quarter to jump on there.
We
show
cried.
my face.
We noticed. We cried.
I appreciate the tears, but I told them with 4 seconds to go, I'm like, yo, good to see everybody. I gotta get on out of here though because Ayo's about to hit this game winner, and then Ayo hit the damn ass game winner.
Man,
What's the lotto tomorrow, Carm?
Yeah.
What's the lotto numbers?
I know, right? That was. I mean, I said it, but I didn't really believe it.
Right.
and then it happened. Hey, some big shots down the stretch. I hated a lot of that second half.
I know you did, sir.
I mean, it was
tough for you to see.
Well,
Come on now, spit it. You can get
so the DeMar lineup at the end of the third quarter going into the fourth, where it was DeMar with Dalen Terry, Kobe White, Ayo, and I think Drummond was out there. And 1-on-5, have we not learned anything at this point? Like, that's not how this Bulls team is going to win. You guys have been saying for weeks that we got to do it together.
Yeah.
And so here we go. And every time down the floor, I know that you're not playing with the best players in basketball out there, DeMar, but let's these are NBA players. Kobe White getting a jump shot. Yeah. Let's move the ball around here. It was painful.
He definitely took every shot. In that third. That is for sure. He definitely did that. Shout out to Dalen Terry. I'll get into him a little later, but shout out to him coming in that third. Yeah. I thought he did a really solid job defensively as well. But overall, man, the Bulls again shot poorly from 3. I believe 7 of 24. Yes. If I'm not mistaken, but they got to the free throw line, 17 to 22. And, of course, like any good team, your big 3 is supposed to carry you. Another game where the big 3 scores in 20s, DeRozan leading the way with 28, 6, and 5. Vooch with 20.7 rebounds. And Zachary Attackery, ladies and gents, 22 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, and a controlled game from Zach. It wasn't total control of him. There were moments he was reverting back. Yes, there were moments he reverted back. But overall, Kyle, I thought he played in a very controlled way.
This was remember the game where he said Billy's got to live with those shots?
Yes.
This was a better example of Billy's got to live with those shots because Zach, this wasn't his finest offensive showing, but down the stretch, he was catching the ball, pulling up from mid-range, knocking in those clutch shots, those tough twos that you're going to need from an NBA star. Right. And he came through, 22 points, like you said, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, was active in the first half defensively, and I thought it was an all-around solid game from Zach Lavine. Yeah,
you're right. And you're right, 1 of 10 the Bulls were from 3 in that second half. It's a tough night shooting. But, sir, you, Zach Lavine lover over here, from the beginning of the game, Your love wasn't strong, but it grew. Like any real love, it grows as life continues on.
It is true. I am so hot and cold with Zach. It's unbelievable. I admit it. I am riding the Zach Lavine roller coaster. He was huge down the stretch.
Yeah.
Early on, I was nitpicking literally everything he was doing out there.
He was.
He had the sweet bounce pass to DeMar in the corner.
Yeah.
DeMar then drives in, hands it off to Vooch. Yep. Vooch gets fouled. Everybody comes together for a little high five around the free throw line. Zach's in the backcourt. And I'm like, hey, this is a moment we're trying to come together here, Bulls. We're having brawls in Minnesota. Let's try to build the chemistry here. You just set that up. You were unselfish, but then I don't know. Let's get some leadership going on from Zach. That's what.
True.
There was just a couple plays where I'm like, that's a lame challenge. You're not all there. But then he had some other moments where he was, and he had some huge shots down the stretch. Dude loves to score the basketball.
He loves to score the ball, man. You're right. In that first half, first quarter, I thought he played pretty well. Like he was getting back, on deep because you were watching the little things that he was doing in between the scoring and all of that. Watching if he's going to get back, watching if he's going to get up on his defender, watching if he's going to switch in time. You know what I'm saying? Looking at those little nuances of Zach's game that have been properly critiqued. You know what I'm saying, by us, and pretty much everyone else. But it seems like it caught on as the game kept going on and on and on. He started hustling more. He started getting into it more. He started doing those things a lot more, which led to him doing what his thing in that fourth quarter, because then they trusted him in that fourth quarter, and it felt like also like he kind of trusted himself as well.
Yeah, I mean, you saw down the stretch where there was one possession where he was clearly looking to pass, but the roller, it was out of the pick and roll. The roller didn't roll fast enough, and he just kind of was like, all right, plan B. Yeah. But in that second half, 10 points in the second half, 6 points in the fourth quarter from Lavine. It's one of those things where he showed up when you needed him most.
Yes.
He showed up when you needed him most, and him just doing those little things like, cutting off a passing lane, getting a deflection, like those are the things that you want to see from Lavine. Even on a game where he didn't have a monster scoring night, he still was impactful.
And I get it too, maybe Zach's frustration with just watching DeMar go one-on-one. And we're getting a lot of DeMar ball out there at times. So I understand that's frustrating and he wants to be in that position. But you signed up for this. You knew exactly what you were getting yourself into when you signed. And I get it. You wanted the paper. We all want the paper and get the most paper you can get. And I don't know. There's all this noise out there that he wants to force a trade to LA. You don't buy into that.
No,
but
not at all.
I love to see him really step into the leader that he like that. And I did see late in the game in the huddle, he was very animated talking. I thought that was I enjoyed that moment. That's what we need. This team has I was out there. What was the last game that I went to? And I asked
Knicks game. Friday, the takeover.
No, we went to the takeover, and then they had a loss after that.
That was Minnesota.
That was Minnesota.
That was the Minnesota game after that, right?
No,
because that was on Sunday. Yeah, it was Minnesota.
There was Minnesota. Okay, hang on.
You just be all over the world, man. You be flexing so hard. We can't keep up with you, Carm.
This is on me right now. Hold on a second.
You be super flexing over here. That's just how Carm does, man.
Okay, yeah, no, it was the Knicks game. It was the Knicks game. It was a disgusting loss. It was awful. And I said
very disgusting.
I said to Billy, I'm like, what gives you confidence that this team can turn it around?
Mm-hmm.
Right. And he paused for 28 seconds. I mean, it was silent. And basically, his response is that individually we are talented. Individually we are. But so that's why I'm just hyper focused on let's see this thing come together. And hey, back-to-back wins and a blow up after the next game in Minnesota. Team needed it.
Man.
Team freaking needed it.
Carm, I sat here and Kyle had to sit here and listen to me on that Friday.
So it was phenomenal.
And that Sunday, just lose my mind. But I continued to say on both of those shows, who is the guy to get, as I keep betwixt the crack, who is getting in the ass of the players who are not on their thing? Who is the one? There was nobody I could point to and say, this is the one to do it. Right. And it felt like that's what it felt so good for me after that Minnesota fight because it let me know, oh, somebody does care. Everybody does want to win out here. I don't know who did it, but whoever did it, thank you very much. Just to light that fire under the team, man, because they needed it. Because they said they had one-on-one meetings, said they had – it ain't about meetings. Sometimes you need to yell at somebody. You know what I'm saying? And put some fire in them like, bro, what are we doing out here? And it seems like once that occurred and the fact that it got out too, and Billy confirmed all that stuff got out, then things started to change. Their offense just looked absolutely and totally different, man.
Yeah, and Billy's comment on it. That's great. You know, hey, and he didn't go running to the room apparently to fix it. Like, you all need to get after each other because you're all grown men, and there's way more talent in here. I am tired of hearing, well, when Lonzo Ball. Okay, enough with the Lonzo Ball. This is not all on Lonzo Ball not being here. There is some untapped potential in that room that can come out. Doesn't need to. It can, and maybe we're on a slight. I mean, hey, 2 in a row.
2 in a row, baby.
On back-to-back nights.
2 in a row, man.
Third time the Big Three scored 20. Third straight game they scored 20-plus points together. So
their first time leading at the half on the road was tonight's game. Man, shout out to everybody in the comments, man. We see them likes. Get them likes up. Throw these likes. More of them likes. We about that life over here. But we see y'all hanging out with us, man. I saw good win. I saw a couple say Zach is clutch. Everybody's feeling good about it, man.
Ayo grittying on
That's
the Hawks.
the small thing. Like, if Ayo doesn't hit that game winner, this could easily be the Zach Lavine hits 2 big mid-ranges in the final minute to push the Bulls over the top. Like, he stepped up big there.
Yeah, I want to talk about that part for a second because we talk about Zach in those first 3 quarters of the game. You know, it was up and down, up and down, up and down. In that fourth, like I said, it was where he kind of started believing and kind of trusting himself. Yeah. The shots he took were not dumb, bad shots. He got to his spot. Nice little mid-range Zach. I wish he had a post-game about himself, but maybe that'll come later in his career and stuff like that. But he can get to anywhere he wants. He's got one of the top 3, 4 quickest first steps in the league, and he's had that for years. So he can get wherever he wants to. He can't dribble there. You know what I'm saying? That's not his thing. But he can get there, and he can rise up. He's a heck of a shooter. I don't like him dribble 3. You know what I mean? I don't like that kind of game from him. This one was a little more controlled when he did it in the fourth quarter. Boom, here comes the pick. I'm around it. Shots going up.
Decisive.
Very, very decisive, Kyle. And it felt damn good sitting there watching, man. How'd you feel about Zach in the fourth?
I felt like going off of what I said, he was decisive. And that's what makes DeMar DeRozan so lethal as a player. It's like, how many times – do you recall DeMar DeRozan going to a crazy dribble combination? It's very, I'm gonna get to my spot, elevate, and score, and that's what Zach did in the fourth quarter. He received the pick, came off of it, saw how they were playing him, and then rose up for a shot. And the more he does that, is the better he's off. Whether he's attacking the rim or shooting a 3 when it's there, because he's such a great shooter. But it was a good game from Lavine, you know, particularly when DeMar shot 15 second half shots. So, but it was I was pleased with his performance.
Yeah, I was very pleased with it. And Carm, I know you were pleased with it.
I think it was one of, as far as the fourth quarter goes, one of the better ones I can remember as of late. I mean, for sure, maybe as of this year.
Yes.
Like he really, I mean, the jumper looked sweet as it always does, but to your point, like in control. Shooting good shots. I think there was one bad one where one that he pulled up from the right wing that I didn't like it when it was let go and he barely touched the side of the rim.
Short. Yeah.
I forget exactly when that moment was, but but down the stretch, he was not getting he wasn't exactly getting every opportunity either.
Yeah.
So that's hey, okay, this is my moment, and let me not force it. Let me make it right. He did. Give him credit. Zach deserves it.
And he took the ball, and he, like you said, just decisive with it and very controlled. And that's what I didn't have a problem with him taking those shots. Because usually, like, give it to DeMar, everybody get out the way. But he was just very controlled in what he was doing, man. He wasn't trying to overdo things.
I mean, I find myself screaming at DeMar, give it up all the time. Give it up. Give it up. Not so much that I think it's a bad shot, and he got the friendly roll, and he hit some, and DeMar, he had a big night too, 28 on the night, 12 of 23. You can't complain with any of that. But I I am starving for this team to play like a team, move like this is not Michael and the Jordanaires. Like you Zach and okay, fine, DeMar, you're a better money player than Zach. And you can get your shot a little bit better. You're a little more creative. Yeah. But Zach's right there, man.
Yeah.
And Vooch is let's use him while we got him here.
Yeah.
So, and we also it would be nice to see some development. I thought P. Will had his moments tonight too.
Yeah. P. Will. Yeah, we're gonna get into him too, man. I definitely want to get into P. Will after his break here. But shout out to everybody in the comments. Joey, there are people talking about their hatred for Trae Young. I know you feel that right there, sir. They're talking about how they can't stand this dude.
I came on too strongly.
I
don't like him, but I don't hate him that much.
But it's okay. The looks part. That's what it's a little strong at.
Let me show you. Let me pull this up. I'll pull it up for you.
Okay,
I'll throw it on the screen.
Up. All right, Joe's gonna pull something up, man. But yeah, like I said, later on we're gonna come back. We're gonna get into Patrick Williams, and also I still got to give out, and I love doing it because it's only when a win comes. Goon of the night is on the way. Carm, you ain't seen Goon tonight yet, have you?
I have not. I'm excited
for it.
Oh,
Carm, you're in for a treat on this one, man. Goon of the night is coming up, y'all. But first, ladies and gents, let's talk to you about our friends over at DraftKings. All right, it's that time of year. Everyone is excited about the gifts, the holiday spirit, and all that cool stuff. But what about basketball? You know what you're going to do Christmas Day. You're going to sit down real early after opening those gifts with the family, and you're going to sit down real early, and you won't get up till real late. That's what's going to happen. You're going to watch basketball and eat and enjoy the family all day long. But when you throw down on that NBA action, it's going to be with DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA. New customers can bet $5 pregame money line on any NBA team to win their game and get $150 in free bets.
How much?
$150 in free bets, Carm. That's what they gonna get. I think I broke Carm already. It's awesome.
I'm so happy to be here. This is great.
Plus, everyone can combine multiple bets for a bigger payout with DraftKings same game parlays, y'all. Get down with all that. So download the app now and get into the holiday hoops action. Sign up with the code CHGO to place a $5 pregame moneyline bet on any NBA team to win and get, as I told Carm, $150 in free bets if they do. Do it only at DraftKings, y'all. Use that code CHGO. Joey, you want to do DraftKings player of the game? You want to toss that up there?
Mm-hmm.
You ready for it now? See, there's the horn, and there he is, y'all.
Oh, my.
Oh,
no.
It's not Nikola Vucevic, but it is Ayo Dosunmu.
Oy.
Joey gave him a remix name, but it's all good. It is Ayo Dosunmu, 11 points.
I forgot to change the name. God. There was so much going on.
Joey's doing a lot. I told you, Joey.
11 points.
He's doing a lot, man.
3 boards.
Come on, Joey.
Including the biggest board of the night.
The biggest
2
board.
assists. And he was locking up Trae because what is he, Big Dave?
The Warden, ladies and gentlemen.
He had him in jail.
Had him locked up. Clank, clank. Locked up. Roxanne. Locked up, baby. Done. Finished. Finito. It was a beautiful thing to see, man. Enjoyed that, Carm.
Big Dave, look at my guy Adam Capes from Atlanta. I told him to put on our postgame show. He said, I told him I see him in the comments, I'll go nuts. Comes in here with the Hawks shoulda won.
Shoulda, woulda,
coulda, woulda. Speaking of shoulda, coulda, woulda, shoulda, coulda not given up the 0.5 of a second. That should have been a Bulls victory. That was a killer.
That was.
And by the way, there should have been 0.5 on the clock there. That should have been 0.2. That game should have been over.
Should have been over.
That shit was bullshit.
Bull of the shit is what that was.
Capes.
But hey, it's done. It's finished. We are happy right now. Everything is good, man. Before we went, we wanted to talk about Patrick Williams. Wanted to get in the game that he had this evening, man. Patrick, I thought, played very, very well in this game. 11 points, but my favorite, 8 rebounds for Patrick Williams. He was on the boards, Kyle, early. He was on the boards often, and he was aggressive when he was doing it, sir.
It's funny watching Patrick Williams like rebounding, because when he goes up and just snatches the ball, he does it in such a violent manner.
Yes.
But it's good to see his activity level. That's a lot of Bulls fans always talk about his activity level, and 8 rebounds is a good sign. Like the 11 points, like that's fine, but 8 rebounds, that's the most important. That's the most telling stat.
Yeah, Carm, did you enjoy the game?
I thought he was active defensively. I love when P. Will gets the ball in the lane and he goes right up and crams it. That turns me on. I just, it's confusing to me.
Okay.
That he hasn't sort of honed in on, let me just be the energizer dude out here and use my physical talents to impact the game more often. To Kyle's point, the 8 rebounds, that's what he's doing. And I also thought that there was some confidence that his teammates had in him, giving him the ball when he's open, and in highlight moments of the Bulls actually playing together. Oh, P. Will's wide open for 3. Let's hit him over there.
Yes.
And what did he shoot from 3 tonight?
I think he was 2 of 7.
It wasn't great, but he and for me,
1 of 5.
1 of 5. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Vucevic 2 of 7.
Yeah. Okay. And so 11 shots. He's taken 5 threes. I'd like to see that closer to 11 shots, like 3 threes for him. I'd like to see more action in the paint, more action in the pull up. You're not a standstill three-point shooter yet, but I still want him to shoot. A handful when they're there. But I liked what I saw from Patrick Williams tonight.
I also like for Billy to kind of use him more as a screener in the pick and roll action, because we saw it today when, like, to your point, when he got into the paint, he finished one like violent slam dunk in the first half, and he's just such a physically imposing player.
Correct.
That use that, like, have him go down low in the paint and just be catching and finishing.
And I think for him, though, like, he gets so many calls called on him when he's setting those picks. Remember, he got one, but that was definitely a foul on him because he pushed him. But he definitely gets some of those calls, man. Yeah,
and the thing about Patrick that everybody knows, but I just want to underline it one more time, he is the nicest dude of all time.
Yes, he is.
And it's like, I don't know if this helps you. Like, you might need a little more
stank,
some dog or something. I don't want to. You can be a nice guy and be a dog, but he is so nice. Like, I went up to him at whatever it was. I think it was actually like media day this year, and I asked him that's what it was, and I asked him, like, how did the working out with DeMar happen? Did he ask you, or did you ask him? He's like, he told me to come,
right.
And then we have this conversation, and he was so nice, and I'm like, great to meet you. I'm Mark Carm with CHGO. He's like, Patrick Williams. I'm like, no, you don't have to tell me your name. I know you don't have to be that nice. Like, that's like over the top nice. You're P. Will. You're a Chicago Bull. Come on, But that's who we like. You can't dislike that.
No,
that's so nice. But there's also like the, come on, baby, let's get angry, let's get violent, let's tap into it.
Carm was about to go there.
Yeah,
about to tell some things. But you're right. I feel you on that, man. And that's why I wanted to show. I want him to show, and I said that before the season started. One of my goals with him was to show that kindness is not a weakness. I don't mind him being kind. I don't mind him being nice. I'm nice. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind that at all. But you have to know the limit, you know what I'm saying, of where it ends and where that funk begins. You know what I'm saying? For me, he's finding it. Every single game, I see more of it come out of him. I saw a little bit more definitely this game. What I like more is since he's not used to it, he's got to learn how to control it at the same time. It's like a mutant learning their powers. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, he got all these powers, he got all these things to do, but he does no idea what to do with them. No clue what to do with these powers. So he's learning it. Like, I saw him get that rebound and then still be in control, make a spin move in the paint, go back up and lay it back in. There were plenty of games in the season I saw him snatch that kind of rebound and throw it like out of bounds, over the rim, because he didn't know what to do with that. It's a learning experience for him after every game like that.
I hear you, and I know that Bulls fans we're dying for it.
Yeah,
look at what Ayo did tonight too. Like, compare those two guys. Like, Patrick comes in, he's the 4th overall pick. Ayo is a mid-second round guy, and I think you look at what Ayo's done. Like, it's no secret he's been struggling. He's down from 46% from 3 in the first month to 35 in the last 2. His minutes are down almost 12 minutes a game. but he still finds a way to go out there and impact the game. It doesn't matter. Night in, night out, he's going to find something to do, whether it be defense, rebounding, playmaking. Like, I think that's the mindset that he comes in with, and I think he's always had that mindset, but it definitely helps that he was, never penciled into the rotation as a rookie. Yeah. And I think that rubbing off on Patrick would be, the biggest benefit to him, getting some of that dog in him.
Yeah, he's
even when the shots aren't falling.
It's learning at his own pace kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? He's taking his time. He's getting to that point where he's just going to have that. Like, if Kawhi Leonard is your guy, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to learn those things. Listen, it's in him. Nobody looks the same way the entire game and doesn't have a little crazy in their brain. This man looks the same way the entire game. Don't get up, don't get down. It's like a robot. He knows there's something in there that ain't right. Well, he's going to pull it out.
Well, and he has said, like, hey, what gives you the confidence that you're going to figure it out? And his answers have been, because I'm here.
Right.
Because I got this far.
I'm putting the work in.
So there is that internal confidence in him, which is why it would be really painful if the Bulls gave up on him and then he went on to do big things elsewhere.
Correct.
Which is also why
main man.
If you rewind back, Bulls fans, I love you. I really do. But we all, like, when we made the Vooch trade, everyone was so damn ass happy to get rid of Wendell, and I was like, where are we going with Vooch, y'all? This dude's gonna be a free agent in 2 years, and you think we're winning a title? I don't. And by the way, I think you all are sleeping on Wendell. I don't want to have that conversation right now, but that trade is straight awful. They better not do something like that in this scenario. You want it, like, to me. I mean, they're in a real tough spot right now. Obviously, you're going to lean into this team and hope for a miracle. Maybe that's all you can do. But if we are going to go the other way, the way is to not trade Patrick Williams and try to eke just out whatever you can. The way would be, if you're going to be aggressive, it's to get rid of DeMar. It's to get rid of Zach. It's to go completely the other way and pray for Wembanyama, which
it's not going to happen, man.
I know it's not. I know it's not. But they're not. I mean. They ain't that far from the bottom.
Orlando also has that pick too.
It's top four protected.
Yeah. So I mean,
Pat at his strength would really bring so much, such a dynamic, air into the Bulls offense. Like, he's the only. Like, you look at him, like when they've got Trae on the floor, you want someone that's like big and can just kind of bully him and take him off the bounce. Like, Pat's that guy. He's the only guy on the roster that has that profile and.
Yeah, his
I
tool
think
bag is
when
crazy.
he develops that, like, and you saw it even tonight when he had that little, like, quick behind the back pull up, like, he's got that.
Yeah.
He's got that.
He's just getting comfortable, man.
100%.
It's just time.
But he's the only guy, like, that piece matters to the Bulls because they don't have other guys that have that skill set.
I think
and
Bulls
had to go, man.
Did he?
Go.
I think Bulls fans need to, like, I think they need to be patient.
I don't think he did.
I think Boylan had a lot to do with Wendell, but I think Bulls fans also need to be patient with Patrick Williams.
Yes.
He's just 21 years old.
Correct.
Like, there's a lot to figure out about the NBA, navigating screens, navigating who you're guarding on a night-to-night basis. And there's just kind of – he's still figuring out who he is as a player.
Correct.
Like, he had a very quick rise through the draft process, coming off the bench at Florida State for legendary coach Leonard Hamilton, and going right from that to joining the Bulls and having the short ramp up because of the pandemic. And so there's still time for Patrick Williams. Like, there's this rush because of who the three best players on the team are and what their timeline is. But, I mean,
that's it.
Yeah,
that's exactly what it is. We're on the clock.
Yeah, and so it's okay, but you got to win games to show that hope and get that. And getting a win like this is good. They had to win these games, man. After the crap that we saw Friday live and after the crap we saw the very game after that, they had to start stringing together some of these victories, man. So this was a big old win for them. Go ahead.
How's this Friday feels like a huge game?
Colossal. Against the Knicks, man. That a chance to finally win 3 games in a row. They have not won 3 games in a row all year.
And also,
this is a chance to do it.
You just got punked twice on your home court by them.
Twice.
You went up to Minnesota. We had the meltdown. Now you've won back-to-back. Make a statement and go in New York. Say this is a different Bulls team than you just saw at the UC.
Yeah,
we're coming after you, Derrick Rose.
Coming.
biggest Bulls Knicks game since the Carmelo Anthony back-to-back threes at MSG.
In the Garden.
Knicks were hot. Knicks had won 8 in a row until tonight. they just lost tonight to the Raptors, but like, you know,
it's a nice win streak though.
It's tough to beat a team 3 times in a week though.
Yeah, it's tough, man.
Weeks,
hopefully it doesn't happen this one, man. But
we said it was going to be tough to go back to back, and they
kicked the crap out of them. They did. They did.
We should have left at halftime.
Hey, man.
We did leave it.
I was about to say you didn't. I thought you were out of there.
Yeah, that's right. I came up and saw you guys at halftime. I left before the end of the third quarter. You were dedicated.
Thank you, man.
You were big.
Got to ride with the people, baby.
Yeah.
You know I'm riding with the people. We touched on quickly, but Nikola Vucevic. Again, I thought back-to-back games where I thought he played very, very well. Bulls once again going early to him inside. He had 17 shots. He was 8 of 17. That's the second most behind DeMar DeRozan, which I think how it should be when he's cooking like that. Like when it comes between him and Zach, like, I want Vooch to run the offense running through him. But when it comes between him and Zach about who gets the most shots, whoever's the hottest is who I'm going with. And it felt like tonight again it was Vooch.
Yeah, they made it a point of emphasis, particularly in like the first quarter, to go to Vooch down low. And I thought Vooch, he did a really good job of like sealing his man early, getting great positioning, and just he has really good touch. It's just a matter of them getting him the ball. And I love when Vooch doesn't settle, because throughout, when you look at his career numbers, he had one season where he was really like a great three-point shooter, and other than that, he's been okay. But
shot 40% one year.
But he's a lot more impactful when he's down low, going right hook, left hook, getting deep position. And tonight was a good example of that. Like he did that, hit a couple of mid-range, and overall just had a nice game.
Yeah, real nice.
One of our fun moments tonight was the wide open Vooch 3, and I'm like, no, yes.
Just like I predicted.
Knock that in, Vooch. Full confidence over here.
Man.
Tell me how many people out there when Vooch hit the like button on the no, yes, Voochie Coochie, you're my guy. Shoot that 3.
I always believed in you. He always do it. He was this guy.
37% from 3 this year, so Vooch.
That's pretty damn solid, man.
That's
what you wanted. That's what a lot of detractors complained about, especially last year. Was that 3-point shooting, because it was in the low 30s. And I know I talked to a few, and they were like, there's no way he's going to get that back. It's not going to happen again. 37 is back, bro.
Vooch believes in the Vooch. He doesn't want to be doing. He would much rather play with his back to the basket. He's talked about that. Yeah. Let's play some pick and pop action. But hey, new NBA.
Yeah.
We need you shooting that 3. And 37. Respect. That's well done.
And a couple of those 3 I didn't like. I mean, I know you didn't like any of them, but a couple of them I didn't like. I'm just messing with you, Carm. I'm just messing with you, man. But a couple of them I was like, no, that's not the one to take. That's too early. Like you're too far back. Like he was pulling for like Trae Young range or something.
Yeah,
man.
I remember that.
Yes, man. I was like, no, bro, that's way too far. But
7 attempts a little too rich for him.
A little bit. And it was like, he was like, I'm feeling myself kind of thing. Yep. But bro, they ain't going in. But it's okay. He still got, like I said, he got inside, like he was sealing his man, just doing a great job of bullying guys down inside. Also came up with a huge block in that fourth quarter. It was a colossal block when I can't remember who it was on, but they were going to the bucket, and Vooch took that away, and the Bulls took that and went down and scored, cut that lead to 2. That was Zach Lavine, one of his shots that cut the lead and then tied the game in back-to-back buckets by Zach Lavine. Man, Zach, man, I'm so proud of you, Zach. Damn it. You did your thing, man. You really did.
I mean, his character is on the line right now.
Yes.
You are getting called out. Your teammates are coming at you in the locker room. It is nationally out there. You've been hard-working Zach Lavine, going back home to Seattle, doing all the stuff with your dad, working whatever that beach thing that he's got going on. You should have, hey, let's go. Pride in performance. Step it up and be big. You were big tonight, Zach Lavine. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Zach. You were big time tonight and controlled. I can't state that enough. But and again, another 5 rebounds and 5 assists and 2 turnovers. I believe he had 1 or 2 last game. Previous game, so he didn't have a lot then. He had about 6 assists that game as well. So, no, Zach he's been controlled. He's been awesome, man. So, yes, more likes. We're going to get to y'all comments. I promise we're going to get to all that. We're going to get to them super chats. When we come back, we got to get to Goon of the night. Oh, I just want to hear who Carm thinks is Goon of the night. That's all I really want to be here for, is to hear that. So y'all hang out with us. Look at, he ain't even prepared.
I got to think about who my Goon of the night is. I'm excited.
You ready? All right. Another reason to be excited, sir, is Shady Rays, because Joey, Shady.
They never understood.
They never got it.
Never understood.
Ever. Why? Why?
Oh, my mama.
My mama. Why? Why are these glasses so damn expensive? They didn't get it. Shady Rays was upset about it.
No.
So instead of just yelling about it, they set out to do something, y'all. They said, we're going to give you all those premium polarized shades featuring that world-class optical clarity, sustainable durability, and styles catered to everyone and every lifestyle.
A tay.
And best part about Shady Rays is that most insane protection program in all of eyewear, the Lost and Broken Replacements Plan. That means on day one, if your shades fall because you're angry at Vooch and you toss them against the wall, or you're just running up to catch the game and you fall and slip, oops, bow, glasses off your face on the ground, they crushed. Day one, Shady Rays will replace them for you. No questions asked. 200,000 5-star reviews from those Shady Rays customers. And I always thought this was awesome, especially with it being the holiday season. Shady Rays also provides 10 meals to fight hunger in America with every order placed, and have donated over 20 million meals to date. It's amazing. So, exclusive for our listeners, Shady Rays is running their deepest deal of the season. Use that code CHGO for 50% off of 2 or more pairs at shadyrays.com. That is a buy one, get one free. What they call that, Kyle?
What they call it?
A buy one, get one free.
They call it a BOGO.
That's a BOGO. Buy one, get one. I know I put you on the spot, brother. I know.
BOGO.
I put you on the spot.
50 fofo.
Uh-huh.
For the Lolo.
Uh-huh.
For show.
There it is. Come on with it. Redeem only at shadyrays.com, where you can find all their newest and best shades. Because it's Shady Rays, where the Rays are just, so damn shady. And also brought to you by Joey's Peoples at FOCO. That's your
FOCO.
Oh, Carm love him some FOCO.
Those are my people at FOCO.
Mm-hmm. He gets down with that. Because Chicago, you already got the best team coverage of all your favorite teams. Bulls, Bears, Blackhawks over there. Cubs, they got Ian Happ on the show tomorrow. Make sure y'all tune in for that. White Sox, Red Stars, Fire, all of it. Sky, you got that best coverage here. So you might as well get fitted in the best sports gear around. That's FOCO. They got you covered from Soldier Field to the living room, from the United Center to whatever they call it where the White Sox play right now. They got you covered, baby. They got you loud. Now get decked out like DeMar with apparel from the leader in sports merch and collectibles. That is FOCO. Looking for that perfect gift for that football fan in your life? Because I know that you are. FOCO gets you covered with hoodies to fight that Lake Michigan breeze. Because, y'all, that storm is coming tomorrow. Please be ready, because winter is coming.
I don't buy it.
You don't buy it?
I don't buy it.
Not ready for it?
Till it drops.
Till it drops, you just ain't gonna believe it?
I'm living my life.
All right.
I mean, I know Peck out out here. That's a strategy because it's Christmas time, holiday season. You get, flights. That's a different thing. But for me tomorrow, I'm walking outside. I'm doing my thing.
What time are you walking outside? What about time? What time you going? 4 a.m.
No. Let's it's a late.
Play it by ear.
Late. No, I gotta get the beauty sleep.
Hey.
So 8 a.m. 8 a.m.er.
8 a.m.er.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do an 8 a.m.er. Maybe a 7:52er.
Okay.
Let's go.
I gotta hang with Carm one day. Y'all, check out foco.com or click the link in the description for all the non-presale items. Use the promo code CHGO and get your wonderful self 10% off at FOCO for show.
Can I say one thing I've been waiting on?
You can say 4 things.
Okay, I want to talk about this Trae Young thing.
Oh, you want to get in the Trae Young thing? All right.
No, I just have to show you.
You got the video.
I have to show you this tweet.
What is that?
Oh, wow.
I already know what it is.
Wow.
This guy said, "Is beef brisket supposed to look like this?"
Joey.
Ordered the Trae Young.
Joey, you ain't right.
I'm sorry.
You ain't right,
It
Joey.
was too good.
Not his hair.
It's
man.
too
That's
good.
sensitive.
And also, no, your beef brisket is not supposed to look like that.
No,
sir.
don't get beef brisket at a sports stadium.
Exactly.
Horrible call.
Don't get it at the United Center. I made that mistake recently. It was straight awful. Just stick to the basics.
The basics. Smooth.
It's
Yeah,
probably about
and
$20 too.
yeah, exactly. $16 is terrible. First of all, eat beforehand. Don't go to the UC to eat. You're just wasting money. Period. You want to spend $10 for a hot dog? That's not a good play. But if you gotta eat, get the dog.
Okay.
Get yourself the Giordano's pizza.
Yes.
That's a safe play. Get yourself a pretzel. They still got those around. You know, I don't deal with the foo-foo. It's too expensive. It's
foo-foo, y'all.
It's never gonna come clean.
Yeah, let's
Big Dave, you want to hit some super chats real quick?
Joey, read them out for us,
JR from Grand Rapids, Flipside 23, AK Flipside. I say boom, boom, boom. Let me hear you say Ayo, Ayo. What a game. Daps all around. Thank you, JR. AK, most loyal listener. Trae Young behaving naughty all game, and then his daddy Ayo sent him home.
The warden.
Pause. He's fucking props to the new guy, but can we at least get some Birks or a hat toss? Carm, you need to wear Birks next time you come in.
The new guy. He hasn't been called the new guy in quite a while.
First off, you're right. I should have worn the Birks tonight for Peck. But Peck was here. He just didn't stay. So
he was here.
He snuck out.
He had to catch a flight to go see his family instead of waiting until the storm that he doesn't believe is coming.
I seriously think he heard me just complaining about Lavine early on. He's like, I can't deal with this Carm guy. I got to get out of here. I think he faked the flight. I think he's sitting at home. He's like, I said it's cool if Carm sits in, but now he's complaining about Zach like way too much. I got to get out of here.
If Matt can't take your complaining, it's something wrong, man. Then you're really being annoyed if Matt is saying these things. Give me some more of them, Joe.
Manuel Rios, great win. My question is, should we change it up with Zach taking the ending shots instead of DeMar? Zach was making good shots late tonight. I mean, we've seen DeMar make those shots too, though.
Yeah, we've seen it. I've seen Zach hit a game winner, before. I've seen DeMar hit them more recently. And
it's a good problem for the Bulls to have. They actually have two guys that can create their own look on the perimeter and kind of be closers.
Like, who's open is what my thing is.
Who has it going? Like you said about the Zach Vooch thing. Who's been making shots?
Who's got it going? Who's the one?
Matthew Ray, we got two. I hope y'all get the word out. Tell your mom, tell your brother, your granny, your gramps, even your great auntie. We back. See red. Screw Trae Young. And then again, Patrick Williams look very generationally talented. Bro, the GOAT. You heard it here first. Hashtag see red. Hashtag the pod. Thank you.
Listen, Bulls fans. This is why I love y'all so much. There is never a middle ground with Bulls fans, man. It's either down or it's up. All right, that's it.
It's either you're the worst or you're the absolute best
ever in the history of the game, or you're the worst player I've ever seen in my life. There is no middle ground for the Chicago Bulls. Hopefully, we can provide that sometimes.
Should we go the other way? Let's just imagine that Ayo doesn't come from deep on the left wing to sprint to the hoop and get himself in position. And now what are we talking about? I can't believe DeMar shot that challenge shot in the corner. The dude was hogging the ball all night long. They're never going to win with him. Him and Zach can't play together. We got to blow it up. Literally, that's what we'd be talking about.
The trade machine would be in full effect.
Yeah. Carm was ready for that. That's why he had to get that out. No, he was ready.
I much would rather do this show.
Yes, thank you.
1,000 times over.
Yes, sir.
Ayo, you're not getting enough credit on this show, by the way. You're a CHGO guy. That was it. You sprinted. You made yourself available. Yes, you didn't know what was going to happen. There was only 4 seconds left. You didn't wait for life to come to you. You went and got life. You got the Bulls a victory tonight. So 12. Shout out. Hell of a performance.
That's why we put the jersey out for you, sir. Yes, man. Incredible job. When that shot went in, Joey is screaming that it's good, and I'm telling Joey, be quiet. I have to see the replay, Joey. Stop saying that. Let me see the replay. I'm not saying you're wrong. I've got to see the replay. And Kyle is like, I got to see it too. Like we needed the proof.
It was way too close.
Way too close, man. And the things that have happened to us in Atlanta, like, I just needed the proof, man, all right?
I was doing the calculus in my head. I'm like, I think he did get it off. But I certainly wasn't sure. And then we saw him like,
Dave, you were like, we were up in arms because it was like a weird last shot for DeMar. And we were just like, we didn't even realize that there was still time on the clock.
Right, exactly.
All of a sudden, we're like, what's going on? The ball's bouncing around the rim.
Yes.
And then it's in. And I don't know. I saw the light go off and the ball was out of his hands, but it was.
I didn't even see Ayo
It was
get the
such
ball.
a weird. When the ball went in, I didn't know who caught it and put it up. I just know that somebody caught it. And then it was Ayo running across the floor, and it got even cooler after that.
It was amazing, man.
I was thinking about overtime. I'm like,
me too. That's why I was like, well, all right, we're going to overtime. This is what's going to happen. We're doing this again in Atlanta. Wait, why is everybody jumping on everybody? What's going on? Why does everybody look happy? Tell me why everybody's happy. I want to be happy too. Let me be happy as well. But you know what makes me happy, Joey, is giving away Goon
of the night.
Of the night.
Man, I'm glad I called that guy.
Oh!
Allow me the pleasure of introducing you to
Laser.
Goon of
BUZZER.
Goon of the night. Carm, this is your first one, so I'll explain it to you, sir.
Yes.
Goon of the night is not giving out you to the best player. You know what I mean? To the player that just had all the stats and, you know, the DeMars and did all those things like that. No, Goon of the night is giving out to the person that left it on the floor. That was just blood, sweat, and tears. That it just did wildly to make sure that helped them win the game. But it can also be somebody on the bench that didn't even play. It could even be a coach. And it was Billy Donovan last game because I thought it was a real goon maneuver of Billy Donovan to leave the starting lineup in a blowout. He left everybody in. Say, I don't care about y'all. Y'all want to fight, you playing. Everybody's playing tonight. So Goon of the night, yes, it's not in the stat sheet, man, but it's in your heart. So what goons are, man. So we'll start with you, Kyle. Who do you think, sir, is Goon of the night?
Alex Caruso.
Explain.
He did leave it all out there. You know, even though he left the first half with a shoulder injury, he was everywhere, deflecting passes, making the right pass. He had the one pass right to Drummond down low, and I just think it was the Caruso.
It's a good one, man. And a lot of people have said this award should be called the Alex Caruso Award anyway. Because
he kind of personifies what this award is about.
This is very true. This is very true. Joey, who you got for Goon tonight, man?
God, it's tough tonight. Take a shot in the dark here. Dalen Terry.
That was my second choice.
I don't know if there was anything that he did specifically, but getting out there for the first time really in non-garbage time minutes in a close game, like, I thought it was interesting they put him in like the fourth quarter. Like, let's sink or swim, buddy. Like, here you go against Trae Young. Right. So I got Dalen Terry.
That's a good one. He came in that late third, early fourth.
But I've never been right, so it's probably not him.
Carm, who do you think is Goon of the night?
Well, I was going to give it to the guy who had the biggest plus-minus differential tonight. In his 11 minutes on the floor, Alex Caruso was plus 19, which is just insanity. Awesome. And he's in concussion protocol, so let's just hope that, fingers crossed.
Yeah, man, seriously.
That, Alex is fine and he can get back on the court sooner than later. So now this is tough because I hope you're gonna hit Ayo, but I can't. I guess you got to live your own life. You do that, but I'm gonna shout out a dude who was calling for the ball to shoot a three tonight, and I'm like, what in the hell are you doing? Asking for the ball at the 3-point line to shoot it, but Andre Drummond.
Okay.
You in your 15 minutes tonight, you pulled down 11 boards.
Woo!
That's production right there.
Yes, it is.
That's getting that big behind moving. And you were plus 15 in your how many minutes he played? In 15 minutes.
Amazing.
So Andre Drummond, it's never pretty with you, but you were banging around out there. And by the way, I loved you on the sidelines with a couple of shimmies when
can I see that again?
when DeMar was hitting buckets. He was having fun over there. I like seeing happy Bulls players. I like seeing investment in your dudes, and I saw that from you on the bench tonight, Andre Drummond. And I've been wondering about whether you're in on this team or you want to get on out of here.
Yes.
But I saw you tonight rooting for your guys, so appreciate you.
Well done. That move was worth everything right there. Goon of the night, Ayo Dosunmu. Listen, Ayo got, not only did he get that rebound, like you said, he was in the trees to get that rebound. If you watch it, Patrick Williams was behind him. There were two players surrounding Ayo when he went up to get that rebound, and he got it from them and got the putback amongst the trees. And he did that after not having a lot of playing time in the previous game, and then coming in and only really getting that time because Caruso went down. Get well, please, Caruso. But he did that because he went down. He came in, had Trae Young in jail. The warden was there tonight. Put his ass in prison. Locked him up. But then hit the game winner as well, man. So this goes to Ayo Dosunmu, who is now, do you know this is historic also, Joey? You know why?
This is the first CHGO employee to win Goon of the Night. Is that why?
No, it is not.
Well, it is true.
It is the first. No, he's won it before. It is the first time that there has been Goon of the Night and DraftKings Player of the Game has been the same person.
Oh,
That is the first time that this has happened, y'all. History is being made with Carm and Kyle in the building, y'all. Oh, that felt so damn good. I haven't given this away in so damn long.
I gotta tell you,
Feels nice.
It was super nice. I think Ayo needed that shot in the arm. I think it was a little wonky out there early. That open three when he was a little bit rushed, but when he clanked off the right side of the backboard, that wasn't pretty.
Yeah,
and he was looking a little timid out there, and he's been hurt, and the minutes have been dwindling. But he stepped into an opportunity tonight, and then he really stepped in at the end. So, way to go, Ayo.
way to go, Ayo.
My house.
I see Trae Young finished with 34 points, which looks like a lot. But in that first half, what do you have, like 24? Something like that? So 10 points given up in the second half, prison. The warden was in, and that is amazing and awesome. Next Bulls game, guys, coming up. New York Knickerbockers, man. We talked about it already. We know we seen them. We don't want to get beat down again by this team, man. What can we do differently this time, Carm?
To me, it starts with them doing what they were doing at least at times tonight and did at times against Miami. Playing together, ball moving, effort defensively. Don't act like you're fighting for your lives out there. That's what this team needs. I gotta tell you, here's a weird one for you.
Oh, I'm here for weird.
Here's a weird one because I do a lot with Kyle's alma mater over there. I hang out at Northwestern, right?
That's a flex, ladies and gentlemen.
All right. That Wildcat basketball team is not the most talented basketball team I've ever seen.
Like hell, you say.
But they're 9-2, and they are playing their ass off defensively. Their asses off. If the Bulls played that hard defensively, this team would be winning a lot of games.
Wow.
They just that's what's on the table for them. It's lean into the hunger, lean into the success of the last two, build on it. Don't be hungry. Be out there to prove something. Let's go, you guys. The talent. There's enough talent on the court to beat the New York Knicks.
Yeah, agree.
We know this.
Agree.
Shout out Northwestern. Still a student there.
Yeah.
Still,
have you been any there? Come on out for Illinois or you get the Big Ten season coming up here. I'm telling you, the Cats are that. If you want to see a team battle, and they're doing it, and the Bulls can use some of that.
All right.
They blew out DePaul the other day, right?
They killed DePaul. They killed UIC. They've been playing well.
Dave, do me a favor. Read this comment here from Byron.
Byron says the Bulls should look at Cam Reddish.
Well,
boom.
Look no further, sir. Look no further.
I like everything about that
It's
except
like
the number.
It's like we're staring into a crystal ball.
The number is retired. That's why I don't understand how you have that number.
It's true. Sorry.
That
Obviously,
number's in the
20.
rafters.
He would be sooner wearing 23 for the Bulls than he would be wearing 21. Shout out to the legend.
Joey fueling the fire out there, man. And thank you, Jeff Rocks, for telling us Trae Young had 29 in the first half.
Wow.
So, yes, a complete lockdown. That's everybody loving the Ayo, the double champ. Yes. In other words, Bulls be psycho. Yes. Yes. Get on them right there, man. So, yeah, awesome stuff. I didn't get to you, sir. What do they have to do to not have a repeat performance like they had against the New York Knicks on Friday?
Offensive rebounding, just making sure they're boxing out defensively, not allowing offensive rebounds, second chance points. They weren't good at that in either game against the Knicks. And I know the Knicks are one of the best in the league at that, but just putting a body on somebody, getting low, boxing out, and it's a team effort. Everybody has to box out and rebound. And they're really going to need that against the Knicks. And kind of like how Carm mentioned, just you have to fight. The Knicks, they're not more talented, but they're going to play hard. They're going to fight. They're going to do the scrappy things in order to get to that desired goal and defend the three-point line. Making sure you're closing out hard on shooters, not allowing breakdowns defensively off ball. We saw a couple in the first half. They did a lot better job in the second half, only allowed, I believe, 49 second half points. But just those little things are what they need to focus on against the Knicks.
Awesome, man. And you mentioned offensive rebounds, 9-8 Atlanta won. That the Bulls, that's more offensive rebounds they had in those 2 games against the Knicks. Yeah. They had 5 in those 2 games against the Knicks. So, yeah, big time for the Bulls, man. Great job rebounding. Also, I think points off turnovers has to be key for the Bulls. They did a great job getting those steals and getting out in transition. As I call it, that death by 1,000 cuts style of defense where they get that steal, boom, they're out of here. And it was multiple people getting them. You know what I mean? But Caruso was definitely leading the charge. But he might not be there, guys, on Friday, man. So that might be a tough one, man, not having your guy who's that dude against the New York Knicks and a Tibbs team. We got to find it somewhere. You have, as Carm said, you have more than enough to beat the New York Knicks.
That calculus I didn't have in my head.
You forgot the Caruso part.
Yeah, I forgot that for a second. You're right. They're not going to have him. So look, P. Will.
Hey,
Ayo.
Hey,
let's get some anger. Let's get some competitiveness.
Yes.
Let's get in. Let's get a little scuffle. Let's go old school.
Ooh.
Let's get some. Give me some Charles Oakley, Charles Smith, Anthony Mason.
Come on.
Let's get a little bit of that going on here.
All right.
I know Hey, Andre Drummond, throw some of you around. Let's go.
He'll definitely do that.
Yeah.
Now Drummond's a bully. He'll definitely get down there. He'll scrap, man.
We need to up the physicality.
I agree with that. I agree. Joey, did you know any of the names that he threw out there? Charles Oakley, Charles Smith, Anthony Mason.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's not Janet Jackson. It's Charles Oakley. I know.
Janet Jackson.
You heard him.
What? You didn't know Janet?
I didn't. He was wearing the sweatshirt. It was at a weird angle. Sue me, chat. I didn't know it. I've never seen.
He said it was at a weird
I've never
angle.
read Mice and Men.
Kyle saw it on the TV, though.
I've never seen a ton of movies. I don't know.
I kid you not. Like as soon as
She's a singer.
when you asked him,
I mean,
like,
were we talking about the singer?
yeah.
Oh, I thought. Okay, I thought we wanted to like some like Jarrett. some hooper that I was like struggling to remember.
No, Janet Jackson.
We're talking
You're
about
thinking of the right one.
superstar.
Rhythm Nation.
They like to quiz me. I mean,
Scream.
it's whatever.
You know, colossally famous Janet Jackson, who everybody got everything from. He doesn't know everything. You know what I'm saying? That's why
right.
I asked
Can't do it all.
He doesn't get into it all, but he's like, hey, Dave, I saw The Last Dance. Of course I know who these guys are.
I know Charles Oakley.
That's right.
Jep OKS. I'm not asking P. Will for the Oakley energy. Give me that from Drummond.
That's fair. No, that's fair, man.
Shout out Colin. Side note. Kyle always kills it, and Carm can crash CHGO Bulls anytime.
Appreciate you, Colin.
Always
You're the
awesome,
man,
man.
Colin. You're
Much
the man.
appreciated.
Thank you,
All
Colin.
of this is very, 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 very true, man. They can join up anytime and come and hang out.
Hey, listen, I love sitting right over there and watching you guys, and whenever you need me, you know that I'll be here. I'm hanging out on Friday night with y'all.
Oh, yes.
That's my Christmas hang with Will on the way out, but we can't wait for Will to get back here. But
Will jet setting.
So I'm fired up. We'll be talking about this Knicks. Hopefully,
We'll be talking about it.
This is a story. I've never done a pod with Carm before.
Oh,
this is my first time.
Nice, man.
Yeah, Kyle's such a solid teammate.
Ain't he?
8 a.m. on a
8
a.m. on a Sunday for a Bears tailgate, just hanging out. Look, dude, my man was straight dying out there.
It was cold.
It was straight dying.
What did Michael ever say? When we was in the cold, we was cold. It was cold.
I was like, I should see you in that coffee shop over there.
I did run into him in the coffee shop. That's why I ran into him, man. Hanging out, being warm in the coffee shop.
I was trying to feel my fingers again.
but the young superstar's on his way.
Yes, he is.
Keep rolling
Young
over
legend
there.
in the making, sir. This man right here. And where can they follow you on Twitter, sir?
K_Williams Media.
Joey, where they follow you?
At Joey Spathis, but I don't. It's up to you.
Carm.
At the Carm, baby. You can let me cross. We got a milestone we're about to cross here.
Okay, what is it?
Where am I at here? I need one. You can be my 10,800th follower right now. I need one to hit the 10.8. I gotta get to 11 here.
That is a lot.
Ooh.
That's not enough.
And Joey, I know we're on our quest to 5,000 at CHGO Bulls before I have to put on the Tigers and Tukes outfit when they get there to 5,000. Right now, it is at 21.
Okay.
I don't have it filled in, but I do want to put the graphic up.
I know you want the graphic, though, so go ahead, toss it up.
Just for the sake of it.
Go ahead, toss it up, guys.
We are 21 followers away from that outfit gracing the studio.
Yes.
Get to work, y'all.
Oh, Lord.
I need.
Look at Kyle.
Oh man.
I gotta wear it the whole game, the whole time, the whole day. I gotta do it.
It's worth it for the growth.
It is. I'm a man of my word. I said I'd do it. I will do it. I will put it on. I ain't say I was gonna like it, but I will definitely put it on, and I will have it on. And thank y'all for getting us to 5,000 followers, man.
Hit the like button.
Hit them like buttons on your way in or on your way out. But thank y'all for rolling with us, hanging with us.
Hey, Big Dave.
Yes, sir.
You do a phenomenal job.
Thank you very much.
Phenomenal.
That is very kind of you to say, sir.
I appreciate
That's
you
in the
leading us to
business.
victory.
Thank you, man. Thank you very much,
Carm,
man.
you do a great job on CHGO Bears.
Come on, man.
Hey, we're having fun, baby.
And After Dark. He do it all. And if you want more of this, man, they doing CHGO Blackhawks right now.
Right there.
So go ahead and check that out, y'all. You can get you some hockey in your life. But I am Big Dave. Follow me on Twitter at Bow Sports.
Wow.
We'll see y'all Friday, man. Be cool. Be
Happy
wonderful.
holidays,
Be well.
y'all.
Happy holidays.
Ayo.
Go hug your family. We out.
See you, Red. Be good. Peace.